It's a huge debacle over at the BBC right now, simply because the ongoing shambles that is, of course, the Hugh Edwards fallout. He was the premier broadcaster in the BBC, and as I mentioned before, was up for all sorts of accolades, including BAFTAs, etc. And then, of course, his world came tumbling down, and rightly so. But as ever, the court case is concluded next month at Westminster, I believe. But what's interesting about this whole thing is simply this. As you now know, the Director General of the BBC, Tim Davie, literally went on camera to admit that he knew well in advance all of those allegations that have now since come out. But he didn't really do anything about it simply because he couldn't at that particular time. Here's where it gets even more confusing, because if you were addressing the nation and you are the Director General, look the part. When you look at this guy, he looks weak. I don't know if you agree, there's no leadership skills there, and this is part of the problem that's really now engulfed the British Broadcasting Corporation. But moving forward, what's fascinating is this. You see, when this particular debacle started, well, over a year plus now, lots and lots of people came out in support of the media giant that was Hugh Edwards. So where are they now? As ever, let me explain. Morning, lovely to see you. And these beautiful flowers here, aren't they gorgeous, don't you think? I thought I'd just pitch myself here. It's a nice of you and they're looking at my visage. I know, I understand. I know what you ladies like to look at, you know. Lovely, beautiful flowers though, honestly, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for your company, by the way. Welcome one and all, brand new subscribers. Nice to have you on board here. This is a rather serious story, as many people know. And when I reported on it the other day, a lot of people were rather confused when I said, look, you know, I feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for anything that he's done. That's his problem. 100% that is his problem. What I'm saying was, as a person, you have to have sympathy for the family, the children around that person, and it's happened so many times. Some of the people on here were rather scurrilous, and legally they'll be dealt with, you know. But it's interesting because ultimately you do come away thinking people forget there's always a family involved, and those people have to continue with their lives. But you see, as Hugh Edwards turned up at the Westminster Magistrates Court, all of these celebrity chums, these people that apparently were so supportive, as I've told you before, in the world of show business, it doesn't take long for your star to fall. And how quickly does it fall? See, according to a very well-placed source, obviously Hugh couldn't obviously look towards his wife, Vicky, to come and support him. Neither any of his children currently didn't want to be in the limelight. Now, it's a real difficult thing, isn't it? Because then what you have is to face it alone. But of course he had all of these people speaking out for him. The former Labour spin doctor, Alistair Campbell. Yes, you know, Dan Walker from Channel 5 News, Emily Maitlis. Everybody was condemning the media, saying they were treating him terribly. Of course, misinformation, again, once you find the information, things change. And of course, they're always protecting themselves. Again, here's where it gets more interesting, because according to a very good source, Hugh was looking for some big support to help him sort of go through the myriad of terrible sort of press photographers that were outside Westminster Magistrates Court. And allegedly, he contacted quite a few of these celebrity supporters. Guess what? He found very, very clearly and very quickly that he's on his own. Now, so far, none of these celebrity supporters have come out and actually said what they think to the latest batch of allegations. But it's interesting, isn't it, to think that this is the world of celebrity. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Kevin Spacey, who has, of course, been exonerated from all those charges, but again, career ruined. And this is what I was saying earlier on. We don't know the full picture. So the bottom line is, until, of course, it goes to trial and until that is concluded, nobody can actually say. But in the eyes of celebrities, they've already made their decision. They simply don't want to be associated. As I've often said here on the show, nobody wants to be by a loser, only a winner. That's the celebrity showbiz world for you. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.